Hey guys, welcome back to Age of Empires 1, and we're still here on Ascent of Egypt, the learning campaign, and we're moving on from hunting into foraging. So let's go ahead and check what this one's about. Foraging, 7000 BC, 1,000 years have passed. Hunting has been good along the Nile for hundreds of years, but growing numbers of hunters have depleted the wild game. Edible plants are alternative to food sources that can supplement or complement hunting. Hunters have reported berry bushes across the river to the east. Find these forage sites and collect food from them. Establish a significant village in this area by building a granary, storage pit, and dock. Alright. So we gotta gather wood, collect food, construct buildings, and checking the history. If it is not clear if our human... Let me just make sure the music keeps going here. So I'm gonna open that up. Okay, historical notes. It is not clear if our human ancestors were predominantly scavengers, hunters, or gatherers of plant foods. It is likely that they found food where they could, and the mix of methods was influenced heavily by environmental conditions. On grasslands, for example, hunting was a major source of food. Coastal environments favored the gathering of shellfish and seabird eggs, plus fishing from the shore. Let me drop the music volume just a little bit there. Fishing from the shore. A river valley or delta such as that of the Nile was a particularly productive spot to settle because of the expected variety of fish, birds, game animals, and edible plants. Over time, humans learned which nuts, fruits, seeds, and roots, and other plant parts were edible. Perhaps first by watching other animals foraging sites in Foraging sites in Age of Empires represent all these vegetable food sources. Gatherers learned about growing seasons and remembering the times of year and places where certain food sources became available. Certain fruits, for example, ripen only during a few months. Nomadic gatherers developed a pattern of travel in order to be in the right place to take advantage of seasonal food supplies. In a particularly rich site such as a river valley, the many food alternatives made it possible for early villages to be built because food was plentiful throughout the year. The first villages consisted of homes and places where food could be stored and protected. Alright, fantastic. There's some hints. Let's jump into it. Alright, let's stop that. Where am I? Let's start collecting some food, I guess. We gotta get some villages going, and we'll start chopping trees down as well. So, let's have a look what we can build. We gotta build a granary, a storage pit, and a dock to get things going. So, as I was mentioning in the last episode, these old strategy games do have a few weird quirks to them, such as early missions taking a long time to get things started, but people weren't too familiar with how games worked, really, back then, so they sort of took things slow in the hopes that people would actually understand what's going on, really. So, we are starting with 3 villagers, which means we pretty much have to build a house straight away. So once this guy brings back 30 wood, we'll build a house. And then it should just about coincide with our first villager. Alright, just a bit more. Now I'm still sort of familiarizing myself with the interface. We have a diplomacy screen. We have this score thing. We have a question mark. This is something that I'm not sure whether it's coming back into fashion. Oh, let's build a house. We'll put it over there. Do some scouting while we're at it. Having the question mark to sort of point at things and explain. Status box. The diamond map. Alright, there's our first new villager on the way. Are there fish in the water? Because if there's fish, we could do some fishing. Alright, back to chopping wood. Our pop is just about reaching 4 with this new villager. There we go. Now with this guy, I want to do a bit of scouting. So we got another tree there we could chop down. Doesn't seem to be... Well, at least I haven't found any fish. Or anything to hunt, rather. Oh, an alligator. Let's do some hunting. Okay, we could hunt quite a few of those. Well, I mean, I'm luring it over so we can actually not have too much of a walking distance. Alright, just kiting an alligator. And let's get it really close, and we can kill it there. Alright, done some hunting. That's another 100 meat on the way. This next villager I'll set to chopping wood. Because the main objective of this mission is really just to build buildings, so I think we have enough people on food, because we don't need that many villagers, do we? Alright, how much does it take to build these things? 120, 120, 100? Alright, so that's quite a lot of wood. We're gonna need pretty much all the villagers after this will go onto wood chopping. And we need to build a storage pit near a forest of some kind. Oh, and the instructions, yeah, the instructions does actually reward you for reading. It said there's more berries and stuff to the east. So I'm going to guess the wood is in a different direction. Let's go explore to the west. Now you can see I actually shifted another guy onto the alligator. Ah, there we go, there's a forest. Because meat rots, so we gotta get it quickly. Alright, this looks like a good place to build a storage yard. We just need enough wood, first of all. So let's set him to go chopping that tree. These 2 trees should give us enough. And we could get more villages as we go along. Alright, we're at 84, that'll be 94. So we need like 3 more trips of wood? Yeah, okay, we got enough wood coming off of these trees. Alright, so I'll send this guy over this way in preparations of building the storage yard. Just 1 more trip of wood and we'll get that first building, and then once the storage yard's down, okay, let's send this guy over here. You also move over here, build a storage yard right there. All of you get that built. So once the wood production really gets going, then the rest of the buildings should come along pretty quickly, actually. That's our last villager for now. Alright, you chop there, you chop there, you chop there, you chop there. Get you on 4 different trees. So there's no crowding. You can see pathfinding still is a little off in many cases. There we go, and you can go try chop that one. Now we just need a lot of wood. We can't get any more villagers until, well, we build another house, which I don't know if we need to do. There's actually plenty of food. We don't need all this. We'll set this guy onto chopping a tree as well. Let's put you onto that one. Yeah, there. Okay, you can build a... Should we build a house? No, I don't think we need any more villagers. That's quite a bit. That's 6 villagers chopping trees. So let's just send these guys to explore. We can actually build a dock right there, so you get on that. And there are berries to the east, look at that. Reading the instructions really does help. So I guess we're meant to build a granary around here. And we've actually almost got enough wood to build a granary. Just doing a quick look around. Oh, there's even more berries over there. But this is kind of the main area. So Granary 120, we should be getting that very soon. The dock's on the way. There we go. Place the granary right there. These sound effects. I haven't heard these sound effects for so long. Alright, the dock's done. And you go help build the granary, and then we've won. That's it. And just to try be a bit MLG, we'll place down another house. And there we go, we're victorious! Fantastic, mission 2 of Age of Empires 1 complete. Historical outcome. The ancient Nile River flooded each year, covering the lands along its course with a fresh layer of silt. These lands were very productive and the Nile Valley was an excellent place to gather wild plant foods. The early Egyptians learned to gather plant foods to supplement their hunting. These new food sources led to even greater population density and the Egyptians grew stronger. Fantastic. And there's our score screen. Alright. So that was mission 2 of Age of Empires 1. We're still going down our nostalgia trip right now. Hope you're enjoying it. And well, you know, it's something that a lot of us played and I just wanted to check it out. And remember, currently you might have noticed that we are on the HD mod right now. If you would like to check out the HD mod, I put a link in the description. Alright, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.